In this heartfelt video, we honor legendary wrestlers who have celebrating their incredible contributions to wrestling. Their passion, talent, and dedication left an everlasting impact on fans and the sport itself. We also discuss emotional news about Becky Lynch, a beloved icon whose recent developments have deeply touched fans worldwide. Join us as we reflect on their legacies, share cherished memories, and celebrate their remarkable lives. Subscribe to keep their inspiring stories alive and never forgotten. Adrian Adonis, born Keith Franke on September 15, 1954, was a charismatic and versatile professional wrestler who left a lasting impression on the wrestling world. He began his career in the 1970s, rising through the ranks with a tough, biker-inspired persona. Clad in leather jackets and exuding rebellion, Adonis earned early acclaim in the American Wrestling Association, AWA, and later brought his gritty presence to World Wrestling Entertainment, then WWF. In the mid-1980s, Adonis boldly reinvented himself with a new persona, adorable Adrian Adonis. With bleached blonde hair, flashy outfits, and exaggerated flamboyance, he challenged traditional wrestling norms and brought a controversial yet captivating flair to WWE programming. Embracing his heel-villain role, Adonis drew intense reactions from fans and helped elevate the drama of the shows with his theatrical performances. One of his most iconic feuds was with Rowdy Roddy Piper, particularly through the infamous Piper's Pit segments. Their storyline culminated in a highly memorable match at WrestleMania 3 in 1987, where Adonis's flamboyant character clashed perfectly with Piper's no-nonsense demeanor, making it one of the standout moments of the event. Tragically, Adrian Adonis's life and career were cut short when he died in a car accident on July 4, 1988, in Lewisport, Newfoundland. He was just 33 years old. His sudden passing shocked the wrestling world and robbed fans of a performer still in his prime. Despite his untimely, Adonis is remembered for his bold character reinventions, exceptional in-ring talent, and for challenging stereotypes at a time when few dared. His influence continues to be felt, and his contributions remain a unique and celebrated part of wrestling history. Adrian Adonis truly was one of wrestling's most unforgettable personalities. Jarrett, born on September 4th, 1942, in Nashville, Tennessee, was a legendary figure in professional wrestling, celebrated for his roles as a wrestler, promoter, and creative visionary. Though he began his wrestling career in the early 1960s as an in-ring performer, Jarrett's lasting legacy came through his behind-the-scenes influence as a promoter and booker. In 1977, Jarrett co-founded the Memphis Wrestling promotion alongside Jerry the King Lawler. This partnership quickly became a cornerstone of the Southern wrestling scene. Together, they revolutionized the territory with captivating storylines, intense rivalries, and dramatic angles that left an indelible mark on the industry. Jarrett's innovative booking style helped shape the future of wrestling storytelling, placing emphasis on strong character development and emotional narratives that kept fans deeply invested. Jarrett was also a keen talent scout and mentor. Under his guidance, Memphis Wrestling became a launching pad for many wrestling stars, including the likes of Hulk Hogan, Randy Savage, and The Rock's father, Rocky Johnson. His ability to identify and nurture talent solidified his reputation as one of wrestling's sharpest minds. In the early 2000s, Jarrett further cemented his legacy by playing a crucial role in the founding of Total Nonstop Action Wrestling, TNA, a promotion that offered a new platform for rising stars and veterans alike. His contributions to TNA echoed his lifelong commitment to innovation in wrestling, Jarrett leaving behind a towering legacy in the wrestling world. He was admired not only for his business acumen, but for his enduring passion for the sport. A true pioneer, Jarrett's influence continues to shape professional wrestling to this day. Silver King, born Cesar Cuauhtemoc Gonzalez Barron, was a standout figure in the vibrant world of lucha libre, following in the footsteps of his legendary father, Dr. Wagner. Donning a striking silver mask, he adopted the name Silver King and quickly made a name for himself with his crisp technical style and high-flying abilities. His natural charisma and ring prowess earned him a place on the international stage, including a memorable run in World Championship Wrestling, WCW, during the 1990s. There, he competed with and against top global talent, helping showcase the lucha libre style to a broader audience. In Mexico, Silver King formed a formidable tag team with El Texano, and together they thrilled fans with their smooth teamwork and dynamic offense, capturing multiple tag team titles. His popularity extended beyond the squared circle as he made a notable foray into acting. One of his most recognizable roles came in the 2006 comedy Nacho Libre, where he starred alongside Jack Black as the villainous Ramses, introducing his masked persona to an entirely new audience. Tragically, after collapsing in the ring during a match in London, the cause was later determined to be a heart attack. His sudden sent shockwaves through the wrestling community and served as a sobering reminder of the physical toll professional wrestling can take. Despite his untimely passing, Silver King's legacy endures. Whether through his captivating matches, his unforgettable presence in the ring, or his crossover into film, he left an indelible mark on the world of wrestling. Today, he is remembered not only as a talented performer, but also as a cherished figure whose influence continues to inspire new generations of luchadors. Harley Race, born on April 11, 1943 in Missouri, was a legendary figure in professional wrestling whose legacy continues to shape the sport today. Known for his tough, no-nonsense demeanor and unmatched in-ring skills, Race rose to fame during the 1970s and 1980s, capturing the NWA World Heavyweight Championship an astounding 8 times, a testament to his dominance and enduring talent. His rugged style, paired with his ability to tell compelling stories in the ring, earned him respect from fans and fellow wrestlers alike. Race's career was defined not only by championships, but also by his fierce rivalries with other icons of the industry, including Ric Flair, Dusty Rhodes, and Terry Funk. These epic battles became classics, adding depth and drama to wrestling's golden era. His matches weren't just athletic contests, they were emotional sagas that captivated audiences and elevated the art of professional wrestling. Beyond his accomplishments inside the ring, Harley Race played a pivotal role behind the scenes. After retiring, he dedicated himself to mentoring the next generation of talent through his wrestling school in Eldon, Missouri. As a trainer and promoter, he helped shape the careers of many future stars, passing down the grit, discipline, and passion that defined his own journey. Despite battling serious injuries and health issues throughout his life, Race remained devoted to the wrestling world. His contributions were recognized with inductions into numerous wrestling halls of fame, including the WWE Hall of Fame in 2004. Harley Race, but his influence lives on. He is remembered as one of the all-time greats, a fierce competitor, a mentor, and a cornerstone of wrestling history whose legacy continues to inspire generations. Les Thornton, born on April 9, 1934, was a celebrated professional wrestler whose technical mastery and agility earned him a distinguished place in wrestling history. Hailing from the United Kingdom, Thornton began his wrestling journey in the 1950s and quickly rose through the ranks, becoming a standout performer known for his disciplined, mat-based style and ring intelligence. Thornton made his mark internationally, competing in top wrestling promotions across the UK, Canada, and the United States. His wrestling style was a perfect blend of traditional British grappling and showmanship, earning him the reputation of being one of the most technically sound wrestlers of his era. Fans admired his precision, while his peers respected his relentless work ethic and dedication to the craft. In addition to his success in the ring, Thornton contributed significantly behind the scenes. He was a skilled promoter and trainer, passionate about shaping the next generation of talent. Many young wrestlers benefited from his mentorship, learning not only the technical aspects of wrestling, but also the values of professionalism and sportsmanship that Thornton upheld throughout his career. During his career, he held several championships, including the NWA World Junior Heavyweight Championship, further solidifying his status as an elite competitor. His matches were often showcases of technical excellence, drawing acclaim from wrestling purists and casual fans alike. Thornton was widely respected within the wrestling community for his humility, discipline, and love for the sport. Even after retiring from active competition, he remained involved in wrestling and was seen as a source of wisdom and guidance. Les Thornton. His legacy lives on through the many lives he touched and the high standard of wrestling excellence he helped establish. He remains a revered figure in the annals of professional wrestling history. Absolute Andy, born on September 22, 1983, was a towering presence in European professional wrestling, known for his electrifying in-ring style and magnetic charisma. Over the course of his career, he became one of the most recognizable names in Germany's West Side Extreme Wrestling, WXW, where he left a lasting imprint on the independent wrestling scene. Andy's versatility in the ring was one of his greatest strengths. Whether competing in technical bouts or high-stakes showdowns, he brought energy, precision, and flair to every match. His signature moves and ability to engage the crowd made him a fan favorite, earning admiration for both his athletic prowess and his ability to entertain. Beyond his success as a performer, Absolute Andy also played a pivotal role in shaping the future of European wrestling. He was deeply involved in promoting events and mentoring up-and-coming talent, dedicating himself to the growth of the sport he loved. His passion for wrestling extended far beyond the ring, and he became a respected figure among peers and protégés alike. Tragically, Andy, leaving a void in the wrestling community that will not easily be filled. His sudden loss sent shockwaves through the industry, with fans and fellow wrestlers uniting in grief and remembrance. Tributes poured in, celebrating not only his accomplishments, but also his infectious personality and unwavering dedication to wrestling. Absolute Andy's legacy lives on through the memories he created, the talent he inspired, and the passion he instilled in others. He will forever be remembered as a cornerstone of European wrestling, a performer, mentor, and advocate whose influence continues to resonate throughout the industry. Winona Littleheart, born on September 5, 1955, was a trailblazing Native American professional wrestler who left an indelible mark on the wrestling world during the 1970s and 1980s. As a proud member of the Choctaw Nation, she broke barriers at a time when women's wrestling was still fighting for legitimacy and visibility in a male-dominated industry. Littleheart trained with intensity and purpose, building a reputation for her athletic prowess and commanding ring presence. Her fierce fighting style and signature moves earned her the respect of fans and peers alike. Competing across various wrestling promotions, she stood out not just for her skills, but for her ability to captivate audiences with her charisma and passion. Beyond her accomplishments in the ring, Winona used her platform to uplift indigenous voices, advocating for Native American representation in sports and entertainment. Her work helped shed light on the struggles and triumphs of indigenous women, making her a pioneer both in and outside the squared circle. Navigating the dual challenges of being a woman and a person of color in a tough industry, Littleheart showed unwavering resilience. Her career opened doors for future generations of female wrestlers, particularly those from marginalized backgrounds. She wasn't just a wrestler, she was a symbol of strength, courage, and cultural pride. Winona Littleheart, but her legacy continues to resonate. She is remembered not only for her groundbreaking achievements in wrestling, but also for her advocacy and enduring spirit. Today, she stands as an icon who helped shape the path for more inclusive representation in professional wrestling, leaving behind a powerful example of perseverance and pride in one's heritage. Luis Spicoli, born on February 10, 1971, in San Pedro, California, was a gifted professional wrestler whose promising career was cut tragically short. Spicoli began wrestling in the late 1980s, cutting his teeth in various independent promotions and regional territories. Though he appeared briefly in organizations like the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, now WWE, it wasn't until 1996, when he joined Extreme Championship Wrestling, ECW, that his career truly began to shine. In ECW, Spicoli gained a reputation for his chaotic, unpredictable matches and vibrant personality. Teaming with Raven, he played a key role in a heated feud against the Pit Bulls, cementing his status as one of ECW's rising stars. His in-ring style, a mix of high-flying moves, technical skill, and fearlessness, made him a standout in a highly competitive era. Beyond ECW, Spicoli also wrestled in World Championship Wrestling, WCW, the United Wrestling Federation, UWF, and Japan's Frontier Martial Arts Wrestling, FMW. No matter the promotion, he brought energy and charisma that resonated with fans. Yet, behind the scenes, Spicoli faced a troubling struggle with drug addiction. Despite his growing success, personal demons loomed large. Tragically, on February 15, 1998, just 5 days after his 27th birthday, Spicoli died from a drug-induced heart attack. His was a sobering reminder of the darker realities many wrestlers face behind the curtain. Spicoli's passing was mourned across the wrestling world, as he had touched many lives both in and out of the ring. Though his time was brief, Luis Spicoli left a lasting impression. His legacy endures through his unforgettable matches, his vibrant persona, and the awareness his story brought to the struggles many performers endure. In the often unforgiving world of professional wrestling, few stars have blazed a trail quite like Becky Lynch. Born Rebecca Quinn on January 30th, 1987, in Limerick, Ireland, she's not just a professional wrestler. She's a cultural icon, a role model, and one of the most beloved figures in WWE history. Known to millions by her ring name, Becky Lynch, she has spent over 2 decades building a career defined by passion, resilience, and relentless ambition. Lynch rose to prominence not just by winning championships, but by reshaping what it meant to be a woman in professional wrestling. Her sharp-tongued charisma, intense in-ring style, and magnetic presence propelled her from scrappy underdog to the face of WWE's women's division. Her transformation into the Man made her one of the few superstars, male or female, to transcend wrestling and enter the realm of pop culture stardom. Now, in 2025, after nearly a year-long hiatus, Becky Lynch has returned to WWE. But the ring she re-enters isn't the same one she left behind. With fresh faces dominating the spotlight and creative shifts altering the flow of storytelling, Lynch is stepping back into a company that may no longer revolve around her orbit. The question on everyone's mind, can the Man reclaim her place at the top? Or is this a new era in which even legends must fight to stay relevant? From Ireland to the world, the origin story of a wrestling icon. Becky Lynch's journey into professional wrestling began when she was just 15. Inspired by action movies, athleticism, and a desire to break the mold, she started training under Fergal Devitt, better known as Finn Balor, and Paul Tracy in Dublin. Her early years on the independent circuit weren't glamorous. grueling matches in small venues, long hours on the road, and few promises of success. But Lynch had something many others didn't, an insatiable drive to prove herself. Her commitment took her across continents. She wrestled in North America, Europe, and even Japan, learning different styles and sharpening her persona. But her career almost ended before it could truly begin. In 2006, a serious head injury forced her to step away from wrestling for several years, leaving her future uncertain. For most people, that would have been the end. For Becky, it was just a detour. In 2013, after rebuilding herself, physically and mentally, she signed with WWE and joined their developmental brand, NXT. Initially, she struggled to find her footing. With a heavily accented cartoonish Irish gimmick, she was far from the powerhouse we know today. But behind the scenes, she worked relentlessly to improve, not just as a wrestler, but as a storyteller, a performer, and a presence. Eventually, the WWE Universe would see exactly what she was capable of. Oh, the Man rises, from underdog to WrestleMania headliner. Becky Lynch's first major breakthrough came in 2016 when she became the inaugural SmackDown Women's Champion. It was a milestone not just for her, but for WWE, which had only recently started taking women's wrestling seriously. Still, it wasn't until 2018 that Lynch truly ascended into the stratosphere. That year, a dramatic shift occurred. After a heel turn at SummerSlam sparked unexpected fan support, Lynch adopted a new persona. The Man. Bold, brash, and unapologetically confident, the Man became a phenomenon. Fans gravitated toward her authenticity and swagger, and suddenly, Becky Lynch wasn't just part of the women's division. She was leading it. Her momentum carried her into the main event of WrestleMania 35 in 2019, where she competed in a historic triple threat match against Charlotte Flair and Ronda Rousey for both the Raw and SmackDown Women's Championships. Winning that match made her the first woman to simultaneously hold both titles and marked the first time women headlined WWE's biggest annual show. It was a statement to the world. Becky Lynch wasn't just good for a woman. She was the best, period. Her reigns continued, and so did her popularity. Merchandise sales soared. She graced magazine covers. Talk shows invited her. She became more than just a wrestler. She became a cultural force, inspiring a generation of fans, especially young girls, to believe in their strength and voice. And beyond the ring, motherhood, marriage, and new perspectives. In 2020, at the height of her career, Becky Lynch made a shocking announcement on WWE television. She was pregnant. In an emotional segment on Raw, she relinquished her Raw Women's Championship and revealed that she and her fiancé, WWE superstar Seth Rollins, were expecting their first child. Their daughter was born in December 2020, and Lynch took an extended hiatus from the ring. She returned in 2021, reclaiming her dominance and defeating Bianca Belair for the SmackDown Women's Championship in 26 seconds at SummerSlam. The win stirred controversy. Some fans felt Belair had been shortchanged, but it also reignited interest in Lynch's character and set up one of the most compelling rivalries of her career. Still, juggling the demands of motherhood and WWE's punishing schedule wasn't easy. Lynch remained transparent about the challenges she faced, offering a candid glimpse into the complexities of being a working mother in a male-dominated, high-performance profession. The 2024 hiatus, contract expiration, and creative frustration. In mid-2024, Lynch once again stepped away from WWE, this time under different circumstances. Her contract with the company expired, and while no official reason was given for her absence, the wrestling world was flooded with speculation. Was it a planned break to recharge, a creative disagreement, a negotiation tactic? Some insiders suggested Lynch had grown frustrated with WWE's direction, particularly her role in storylines that seemed increasingly less meaningful compared to her previous highs. With rising stars like Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, and Bianca Belair taking center stage, there was a sense that Lynch's once central position in WWE's women's division was being quietly diminished. Rumors swirled about backstage tensions and creative clashes. Others theorized that Lynch wanted more time for her family or was even exploring opportunities outside of WWE, including acting or writing. Her best-selling memoir, Becky Lynch, The Man, Not Your Average Girl, had made waves in the literary world, becoming a Sunday Times bestseller. It proved she had talents and ambitions beyond the ring. WWE remained silent about her status. So did Lynch. For nearly a year, she disappeared from WWE programming, leaving fans to wonder if The Man had fought her last match. 2025, the return of The Man. But to what? In early 2025, Becky Lynch made her surprise return to WWE, drawing a thunderous response from the crowd. But her comeback was more complicated than a simple homecoming. The landscape had changed. New champions now reigned. Fresh rivalries had taken root. The WWE women's division had grown stronger and more competitive, in part due to the very foundation Lynch helped build. Now she faces a daunting question: where does she fit in? For many fans, the answer is obvious: at the top. But WWE doesn't always work that way. In a business where momentum and timing are everything, Lynch's absence left a gap that others eagerly filled. Rhea Ripley has become a dominant force. Liv Morgan has captured fan affection through sheer grit. Even the likes of Tiffany Stratton and Roxanne Perez are proving themselves as future faces of the division. Lynch now finds herself in the rare position of having to re-earn her spot, despite her legendary status. It's a testament to how fiercely competitive today's WWE is, but also a reminder of the unpredictable nature of fame in wrestling. The bigger picture: WWE, AEW, and the future of wrestling. Lynch's return also comes during a turbulent time for the wrestling industry as a whole. WWE's once unchallenged dominance is now contested by AEW and other emerging promotions. With shifting corporate structures and evolving fan expectations, today's wrestling world is more fragmented and competitive than ever before. While WWE remains the biggest game in town, the rise of alternatives has given wrestlers new leverage and creative freedom. Several high-profile stars have jumped ship or negotiated better contracts by keeping their options open. For Becky Lynch, that reality raises questions about her long-term plans. Could she one day venture to AEW or another promotion? Is WWE still the ideal platform for her talents, or simply the most familiar? What remains clear is that Lynch still has something to prove. Not because she has to, but because she wants to. Her story has always been one of persistence, evolution, and passion. Even after achieving everything a wrestler could dream of, she still shows up, ready to fight. So what comes next? A legacy still in progress. Becky Lynch's WWE return in 2025 isn't just about reclaiming championships. It's about navigating a transformed environment, reasserting her identity, and perhaps most importantly, writing the next chapter of a remarkable career. Whether she climbs back to the top or carves out a new role as a mentor, part-time legend, or occasional disruptor, one thing is for sure: she's not done. In many ways, this phase of her journey may prove the most defining. Because while championships and main events are important, the true measure of a wrestling icon lies in their longevity, adaptability, and ability to resonate across generations. Becky Lynch has already left a permanent mark on professional wrestling, but she's not ready to be a relic of the past.